It's your boy Boss. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. So your boy Boss got a special show today. We gonna get a chance to kind of go through the details, because we got a lot of gifts from Santa. We did. And I took another look at that game, and it's not just the performance. It's all the goodness that's going around in this holiday season. And some of this stuff is hard to see. But I see some differences, and I see some very, very, very good things happening in the future. And the now. And it got to do with that game. All right. I'm gonna break it all the way down to you, man. I'll be right back. Y'all stay up. Yeah. Yes, indeed. The Dallas Cowboys holiday show. The best is yet to come. Oh, man, that sounds good to say. Ooh, you can take that how you want to. You can take it how you feel. But it's the yet to come for the trip. Let's go. Get up in here. Y'all come on in. Let's go. All right, y'all come on in here, and
Yes, sir.
We got the O.C. Whoo-wee!
Hey, man, before we get into the content, man, listen, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow Boss Cowboy Sports on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Of course, you can follow me, the OC 100 on Twitter. Salute, Boss Cowboy. Let's get into this content.
Man, let's get into it, man. So, obviously, today, we said that we was talking about the sauce. All right, we talked about on this holiday show, we bringing them nothing but good cheer. Because honestly, it's a lot of good going on, OC. It's a lot of good.
Yes, sir.
So I want to talk about some of this good right now as we kind of sitting around. Some people work today. Holidays, some of us still gotta work. But if you not working and you just kind of sitting back, you gonna like this. This is another gift Santa want to give you. Okay. So first, I want to talk about something that I've noticed, OC, and I want to run it by you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So one thing that I saw from the Philly game is I saw a battle front office visions. I saw a battle front
Okay.
office visions. Yeah. So, just to get into it just a little bit, obviously the GM of the Philadelphia Eagles is Howie Roseman, right? And we don't have a
Yep.
GM in this traditional sense. We have a three-headed monster. We have Jerry Jones, Steven, and Will McClay. And when I looked at that game, one of the main things that I saw is that we do a much better job of building teams. So let me get your thoughts on that, and then we'll get into it even more.
Well, initially with Will McClay being at the helm, and I'm gonna give him majority of the credit because he's the guy that is really negotiating, scouting, running the scouting, doing things like that internally. He's the expert in house, regardless of what other people would like to, say. So he does a really good job of understanding the Cowboys culture, understanding what will be acceptable to Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones, and finding those type that have a real good skill set. So in terms of drafting, especially I would say in the first 1, 2, and 3 rounds, we've been pretty A1 on hitting on that. First picks, we hit on first picks. 90% of the time, we're going to get some productivity out of that player. There have been some exceptions. So, you have a trade policy with the Eagles. You have a policy to where they'll draft some and they'll try to fill in gaps. But in terms of drafting, scouting players, getting value players, I mean, we got the game on lock in terms of that.
Right. And so what's obvious is everybody know with the Dallas Cowboys that we build through the drought. And so, but another thing that Dallas has been very aggressive on lately is their marshals free agents. So what they've been doing they've been very aggressively going after guys who had former greatness, and they bringing them back for cheaper. And some of these guys still can play, right? Like Fowler. Like Fowler can still play, but he had some injuries. But he's healthy now, and he's showing it. And when I look at the way that we've been team building, we able to get these guys in here where they can be not only good players now, but wisdom for the younger guys that we draft. When you look at James Peters, he came in also for a very good price. But it's not just the fact that he's a low price, all pro, Hall of Fame swing tackle, which is crazy to say. It's also like the other guys, the wisdom that they impart into the room. And you getting that same result right now from T.Y. Hilton. So it's so when I watch the game and I watch all the good plays that's been made, not only from our youth, when I look at how we're doing it, it's a Merry Christmas. And it's a Merry Christmas not only now, but the way that we build is going to pay major dividends into the future. And at some point, I think it's good to critique, but at some point it's good to recognize that we doing a superior job of talent building. That three-headed monster with the biggest head being Will McClay is working.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, to your point, and you brought up some excellent points, you're really getting low price productivity that could turn into high productivity from veteran people. And you combine that, you're getting in-house mentorship with your younger players and your rookies. And so it's really an invaluable approach, and always being underneath the cap and always understanding how you can get the best value but also get that team fit. And I think that, like I said before, I mean, they got the sauce on how to get that done. I mean, from Hankins, to T.Y. Hilton, to Barr, to even getting, some of the safeties that we have, that we've got, over the last couple years, man. I mean, getting them in the building and things of that nature, man, and then getting high productivity out of them, getting Peters in here, which is one of the best to ever do it, and getting him to help mentor Tyler Smith and help McGovern, and even probably give some tidbits when he was playing to Terrence Steele. So yeah, man, great job, man, in terms of them doing that and helping pull this roster together for sure.
See, because going against Howie is not easy. Because Howie, he nice. Like, to
Yeah.
be able to unload Wentz, get a third round for Wentz, take all that money, get it off your books, and then reload for Hurts.
Yoga fire.
I'm gonna give him another
Yeah.
button. Howie, shoot.
Dracarys.
So this is not a situation where we keeping up. This is a situation where we're ahead. And listen, y'all, I had to rebuild the whole show today, so everything is not working. So y'all be patient. Just letting y'all know, I gotta get y'all comments today through my phone. But yeah, man. So when I look at us now and into the future, I see us being amazing. Like amazing. And for this reason, OC, I wanna talk about this now. We talked about the value pieces that we picked up. I want to talk about the youth explosion. And from this game. Cause it was a lot of questions. Hold on real quick. DeShannon with a super chat. He said T.Y. Hilton said it just before you did, boss. He said, love you guys, Boss and The O.C. We usually hear it from you guys first. Man, we appreciate that. And I'm sorry, y'all.
Salute, man.
I can't get y'all comments, y'all super chats. I'm gonna have to get it from my phone. But man, I appreciate the super chat, big dog. But yeah, man, let's talk about this youth explosion, because to be honest, OC, I had some questions that this game answered. I had questions on how would CeeDee Lamb go versus AJ Brown. And I want to talk about each one of these too. Slay versus Diggs, right? Lane Johnson versus Steele. They had a lot of people on second contracts, so they got a lot of experience. But this game said, "Whoo-wee, we getting ready to be real good." Because go ahead, OC.
No, man, look, you bringing up some excellent points, and what you're really talking about is winning through the draft and understanding that when you get productivity out of young players, you got those players for 4 to 5 years, which allows you to re-up and basically secure your excellence for several years to come. And it's not going to be a one-stop shop or a situation to where you got to re-sign a guy immediately and pay a lot of money for him, like Steele, like CeeDee Lamb, third-year player, like several of these guys, like Tyler Smith, who I arguably had his best game, but saved the sack, but arguably had a really, really good game, yesterday as a rookie, right? McGovern. Right, all these guys, like you have tons of youth, Batty-Ass, Tyler Batty-Ass, you got a lot of youth, Bohanna coming along, Osa, Sam Williams, rookie, Michael Parsons, second-year player, Diggs, third-year player, right? So you got all these young lions, right, that's hungry and trying to eat. And so you got, guys, and you got Pollard, who's not even on his second contract.
Man.
Right? So you got a lot, you only got a handful of players that got a second contract that's of any financial significance. So it allows you to go deep for 3 to 5 years before you got to worry about retooling. But the Cowboys have proven over the last several years, to be quite honest, that they can replace just about anybody in the draft.
Right.
I'm just being honest. They've proved they can replace high value players and hit on value players in free agency and replace anybody in the draft probably just as good as any other team in the league while maintaining their competitiveness and avoiding a complete rebuild.
Yeah, I was.
And the Cowboys have proven that, man.
Especially with T. Smith.
Yep.
No, like who really just knew that this Tyler Smith was gonna work out the way that it did? Now I know
No,
you.
see?
No. I gotta give you
I'm
props.
just
No. I gotta give you props. You killed it draft night. You calmed the whole world down on Tyler Smith. You did. But even you didn't, OC. No way that you knew that he was gonna come out with no reps at tackle and just play as good as he did with no reps. Or did you?
No.
Okay, yeah.
No. I didn't know that I didn't know that he would play as good. I'm gonna say this. I thought that he would need a couple warm-up games to get to where he was. That dude came and played well with no warm-up game.
Right.
I thought he would be pretty decent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I thought a couple games he might, but man, he didn't even struggle a couple games. He just came out there like a fish in water.
Just
You
crazy.
know, and just did his thing, man. So,
And
yeah, salute to him, man.
So when you look at, that's why I say Merry Christmas to everybody. Like, this is a time to where we can sit back and talk about, because we focus on how to win, but this is a show for the holidays, to be honest, to take a good look at what's going on and to be thankful sometimes, right? Just sometimes we got to take a break at trying to fight the good fight of putting ideas out there, and sometimes we got to sit back and say, man, God, boy, whoo-wee, the best is truly yet to come. We got us a super chat. My boy say, happy holidays, O.C. and Boss C. Hope you enjoy it. Yeah, I did, man. I appreciate it.
Salute.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
So I want everybody to participate, and let's talk about this one-on-one. All right, let's talk about this one-on-one. We got us another super chat. He say, once Tyler Smith reformed his body, I knew he was a player. That was the clue to me too, Bob. Yeah, that was the big clue to me.
Yeah, good point. Great point.
Go ahead and expound on that, O.C., if you don't mind.
Yeah, it just was the discipline as a rookie to change his eating habits suddenly, right? Because it's not easy, man, to go from college to the pros, maintain your strength and quickness, and lose 20, 30 pounds real quick. Like, that's very, very difficult to do. So he had to probably get nutritional help, pay for a nutritionist, and then get his meals and stick with his meal plan. So it shows discipline, it showed professionalism, it showed want to, and it showed just a level of excellence that he had on the inside of him, really, that it takes most people 3 or 4 years to learn that excellence. He had the excellence coming in, and he took it that seriously. So when you see that, then you know that the guy's going to have a strong uptake in terms of working on his technique, on doing his drills, on learning his plays, and doing everything that he has to do in order to be what he needs to be for the team, and basically show himself of true value in an organization. So that was a huge tell, and that was a great comment too. That was a huge tell on Tyler Smith.
Yeah, that was a huge tell, man.
And also,
go ahead.
Go ahead, boss. You got it.
No, I was just finna hit a button, bro. I'm just trying my new buttons. Yeah, baby. We getting ready. Yeah, baby. Y'all getting ready. Your boy got some new buttons.
Another one.
Ooh, ooh, your boy got some new buttons. When I rebuilt the show, I put some buttons in here. Ooh.
Another one.
Ooh, wee. All right, anyway, man. So y'all get ready, man. We gonna be coming with
another one.
Ooh. All right, anyway, man. Yeah, let me see.
You want answers?
Oh man,
Perfect.
Oh, wait. All right, back to business. Back to business. I want everybody to participate, though. Because, see, we still talking about this W. This got something to do with Philly, right? Let's rewind real quick and let's ask this question. Who is better between CeeDee Lamb and A.J. Brown? I want everybody to participate.
CeeDee Lamb.
You said CeeDee Lamb? Whoa. Wait. I got to give you the...
Dracarys.
Wait, O.C., you say Lamb?
Dracarys.
Yeah, man. I'm saying Lamb.
Higher.
Ooh, wee.
I'm saying Lamb, no cap. And the reason why I'm saying Lamb, no cap, no hype train. This straight business. Because look, when you look at CeeDee Lamb, you look at a guy who can play inside and outside, very effectively, man. Straight up. You look at A.J. Brown, like CeeDee. Listen, I'm telling you, CeeDee Lamb gives you more options. CeeDee Lamb gives you that run and that pass catching ability. And the bottom line, what made him exceptional and what made him desired coming out of OU, Oklahoma, is his wiggle and his run after catch ability. And he has superior run after catch ability versus AJ Brown. AJ Brown is a big, strong dude, no doubt. He's a straight line possession type receiver. He can run, but man, the wiggle, the breaks, the releases, man, when you look at it and you honest, man, CeeDee Lamb got him. Got him.
Oh, you see this guy? See this guy? Number one bullshit guy. He do the wee woo wee woo.
Ooh, I should have rebuilt this show. I got too many buttons now. Oh man, let me see. Ooh, I know. Now, I would say this: it's close. It's real close. I would edge out CeeDee Lamb. I'm trying to see what, but most people in the chat also said CeeDee Lamb, right? Somebody in the chat said AJ Brown, a Walmart Dez Bryant. Ooh, wait.
Ugh. Ugh. They mean. They mean.
So, listen, but this is the whole point. Because it's a real debate, we win. You know what I mean? Because this is a debate, we win. All right, so the next one. Yeah. My boy Amp say Boss out there showing off his new toys after Christmas, man. Hold on, big dog.
Well, you just enjoying yourself, man. Boss Cowboy enjoying himself, man. Put fire in the chat for Boss Cowboy, man. Boss Cowboy enjoying himself, man.
That was funny, Amp.
That boy having a great time. That boy having a great time, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Ooh, it's on now. All right, we got us a super chat. He said, "Hey guys, we have to give Bland his flowers for perfect time and interceptions," and that came from the Shannon Duncan. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's a part of the youth movement. That's the whole point we're talking about. Appreciate a good super chat. That's the youth movement. That's the whole point of why we saying Merry Christmas. If we just stop and be thankful, boy, we got a lot of good. Who knew? You know, they talked to Stephen Jones and he said if we knew he was gonna play as good as he played, we would have drafted him way before the 6th round. Yeah, so anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Let's continue.
He playing like a first rounder, boss.
Yeah.
He playing like a first rounder, man. Let's just let the cat out the bag.
Talk
about this situation.
Ooh, talk about
playing like a first round draft pick, man. He's playing multiple corner positions. He's playing inside. He's playing outside. Ooh. He's jumping routes. Ooh. He's coming through receivers, and you know this better than anybody, boss. He's coming through the receiver's hands, and he's muscling boys, taking a rock. He taking a rock. This is my rock. This is my ball.
This is my ball.
And he's been doing it and showing signs of it since the preseason. We've been talking about Bland since preseason. He's rumbling. Everybody's rumbling about Bland going back to training camp. And guess what? He's getting in these games. Yeah, he shows some rookie mistakes. Yeah, he has stuff he has to learn. But the man is showing that he can ball, and he's showing that he's a willing tackler and he's flexible. You got position flex. You talk about cross-training, Boss Cowboy. Yeah. You cross-training this boy to play slot, outside, playing wherever. And he's being productive.
Man, see, so, you the first person I ever heard say he playing like a first rounder. You the first person I ever heard say that.
He is.
But he is.
True. He is.
He is.
And dude's playing like a first round rookie.
And you listen, y'all, that's what I'm saying. Man, enjoy your holidays, man. This is good Christmas, everybody. This is great. We literally got a 6th rounder from Will McClay that's playing like a first rounder, and that is no cap.
No cap. None. 0.
How many interceptions he got right now? 5?
5. He leads the team. He leads the team in picks as a rookie. He's leading the team in picks as a rookie. Not our Pro Bowler, Trevon Diggs. Not our second round draft pick, Kelvin Joseph.
Okay.
Not Nashawn Wright.
Hold on. Are we missing a lot of super chats? I didn't scroll. I'm sorry. AJ's a product of a system and an excellent scheme in Philly. Look at his history with the Titans. CD can work from every position too. Ooh.
Facts. I'm talking about.
I'm going crazy with these buttons. Mickey with the super chat. She said, been catching up on sleep, fam. I'm sorry. What I miss. Happy holidays again, Boss and the O.C. No, this is what we doing. This is a holiday show for you, Mickey. For everybody that's watching this show right now, that's what we talking about. Just all the presents that's coming out for the Dallas Cowboys, even before the playoffs. When you really just digest what's going on, man, we are. It's okay to sip just a little Kool-Aid right now. Hold on, we got us another super chat. James said, imagine Bland and Trayvon on the corners with Jordan Lewis in the slot. It would be no fly zone. What's your thoughts on that, OC?
Yeah, man, I think Jordan Lewis is a guy that can definitely help us and that can play the slot, man. I think, though, to be honest with you, talking about the youth explosion, I mean, look, Nashawn Wright didn't play bad this past game, man. He had a pretty solid game.
He did.
So I think that, man, I think that you may be able to get the same thing out of Nashawn Wright as some of these other young players, swapping them in and out, if you had an injury issue with Jordan Lewis. But, yeah, Jordan will be all right in the slot, man. But I like these young boys now, man. I'm telling you, I'm rolling the dice on them. Let them ride, boss. Let them ride. Let them do their thing. Just coach them up. Make sure you got them in the right position, man, but let them ride.
Right. Yeah. Nashawn Wright is really doing his thing. And see, remember, this is the crazy thing. Remember, nobody liked Nashawn Wright in preseason? Nashawn Wright was the Kelvin Joseph's preseason. Yeah, I think I said that pretty accurate. So real quick, let's keep going because I want to get y'all answers on this. Just real quick. Okay, we said AJ Brown and C.D. Lamb, Darius Slay, or Diggs.
Man, that's a good one.
We got a super chat.
That's a good one.
Bobo say Philly content creators hiding. Yeah, Slay or Diggs. You got to answer.
Man, I mean, man, look. I'm gonna say Diggs because I think Diggs got the superior ball skills. I think Slay is a good physical corner. Yep. You know what I'm saying? I think they're equal almost in terms of coverage ability, but the superior ball skills and tracking a ball in the air and making a play on a football, man, I'm going to get that to Diggs. He's like a wide receiver playing DB. And so for that reason, I'm going to give it to Diggs. But Slay can ball, man, and he can cover.
This a hard one. I'm going with Diggs too.
It's hard.
I'm going with Diggs too. I feel like Slay has more discipline, but I think that was a sucker move what he pulled the other day when he was basically trying to blame the safety for getting beat on 3rd and 30. That was on you, Slay. That was a soft cover too. You did not help your safety because you allowed T.Y. to get an outside release and you stretched that safety out. It's your fault on that 3rd and 30. But other than that, you all ever see stuff like that from Slay. Ever. You know what I mean? Diggs, especially this game. Go ahead.
No, I want to throw something in that's really critical too. And who drew a PI on him from a veteran move when basically he hesitated on a route and ran into him. He forced the PI on him. T.Y. Hilton got him on the other side of the field earlier in the game. He got him again on the PI that gave us a first down. So T.Y. worked Slay this game. He did. He got him on a veteran move, made him bump and grab him, and was laughing at him too. And Slay was even smiling like, dang, you got me.
Yeah, he dapped him up. PI. Yeah, he dapped him up.
Yeah.
And see, that's
like good one.
good one. Yeah, and it was respect. You know what I mean? See, boys got to realize when we go get them value free agents, they got respect in the league. Like, boys know who Fowler is. You better know that. You know what I mean? Boy, he not playing as good as most of us wanted him to, but people know his name. People know Peters. Yeah, bro, you dead right on that. So, most people in the chat said Diggs, right? And I agree. I agree. And I wouldn't be mad if anybody says Slay. But once again,
Yeah.
the fact that it's a debate, we win now and into the future.
Yep. 100%.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. This is why we should just enjoy at least this moment. Like, really enjoy this moment. Like, obviously we want to win a championship, but every now and then, especially around this time, man, let's sit back and enjoy. Let's keep the game going too, OC. This should be a good one. This is right up your lane. Everybody, I want y'all to participate too. Lane Johnson, keep it real. Keep it real. Or Terrence
Keep it
Steele.
100. So man, listen, you know, I got a lot of flack from Philly people about my statement on Twitter about Lane Johnson and Tyron Smith, about Tyron Smith being the new best right tackle in the league, right? And so, you know what I mean? And I still believe that. I think he's a better player than Lane Johnson, and Lane Johnson is a great right tackle, all right? Lane Johnson is a great right tackle. Lane Johnson has been dependable over the years he's been in the league. He's made like 3 or 4 Pro Bowls. Terrence still hadn't made a Pro Bowl yet. And so for that reason, I'm going to go with Lane Johnson. However, asterisk mark, okay? Asterisk mark on this. Man, there's a difference in running that football on that right side of that line when Terrence Steele was in there, bro. And you can see it, all right? No offense. And pass pro, Lane Johnson is probably more mature on his pass pro sets than Steele is, but Steele is only a third-year player, okay? He's only a third-year player. So long-term, if he can come back and rehab that knee, will he be on Lane Johnson level and beyond or equal to a Lane Johnson? Yes, he will be. But today, just based on experience and just based on nuance and understanding what to do on pass pro, I'm gonna give it to Lane, man. He's a harder beat on pass pro, but run blocking, it's no right tackle better at down blocking and power blocking and exploding off the football than Terrence Steele is. Nobody in the league at right tackle. Nobody. So I'm being honest. That's what I'm telling you. Nobody. Did you see that? Nobody.
Nobody. All right, so check this out. My boy James at the super chat. He say Lane Johnson only because of experience. 3-4 years from now, still a perennial Pro Bowler.
Yes. Agreed.
You want answers?
That button might be too long. God dog, that took forever. But see, this is what I like about y'all. That one was actually split. It was 50-50, still 50% Lane Johnson. And I saw about a good 30 people vote. So, but once again, the fact that it's close, we win.
Yeah, man.
The fact that it's close, we win now and into the future. All right, so let's keep going. So we talked about Terrence Steele. I need all y'all to participate on this one. And hold on real quick. Also, I know I'm being button happy, but let me also be honest. I got to test the buttons. I had to rebuild all the show. So I'm also testing the buttons as we go. So y'all be patient, but also hit the like. All right, hit the like while y'all in here. It's about 200 people in here so far. So make sure y'all hit that like. I'm gonna hit another one because I gotta test these buttons. I'm just trying to make sure everything work okay. It looked like everything working fine. All right. So yeah, y'all take a second, a like break, hit the like, and also do it on Facebook. Don't just do it for people that's watching on Facebook, because we got people that's watching on Facebook. We got people that's watching on YouTube. You know, we got people that's watching all different types of places. You know, so anyway, let's get back to this content. All right. All right, here we go.
All right.
So, next one. Hassan Reddick or Micah Parsons.
You know, I mean, Hassan Reddick, he's a good player, man, but he's not on the explosion. He's not on the freakish level speed and explosion that Micah Parsons has, and he doesn't have the position flex that Micah Parsons has. So that's the easy one, Micah Parsons. But Hassan Reddick is a good, true DN rusher, man. He beat Tyron Smith for a sack. He gave up a pressure, man. I mean, so when you look at this thing, I mean, hey, man, look. I mean, the people that scare defenses the most is Micah Parsons, and overall, he's a better player, man.
Right. Yeah. So it's overwhelming. The whole chat is saying Parsons for sure. So that's why I want everybody to be encouraged, because it's easy to get frustrated. Like, it was a lot of people frustrated with the Jags, but here we go. Another example of this youth explosion that's led by Will McClay, Stephen Jones, and Jared. Like, we can't.
And notice that's Micah Parsons.
Go ahead. You want me to go back to that film?
No, go ahead, brother. You got it. Go ahead.
Yeah, but just but that's our front office. That's why I said that game answered a lot of questions. The battle front office visions. Do you go out there and spend? Because that's what Philly did. They went out there and spent. That's what they did.
All right.
Real quick, we got us another super chat. He said, "Boss, Dallas has better players, but Philly has better coaching." That I agree with. And their front office is losing. But in terms of talent, we winning. I agree with that. What's your thoughts on that, OC?
Yeah, well, it's hard to say that they don't have good coaching, man. They're leading the NFC East. They've only lost 2 games all year. So, it's very, very hard to say, and how they lined up. And we got superior talent because basically they took away what we wanted to do. We wanted to run a football. We tried to run a football. We were not effective really in chunks of this game running the football. And Dak Prescott was the difference, and CeeDee Lamb was the difference, and T.Y. Hilton was the difference. And so those things let you know that we got superior talent. But in terms of coaching and taking advantage of the matchups, I mean, you saw that, man. They scored more than 30 points. So yeah, they had some good coaching, and they sliced and diced teams. But I will say this. We showed to be a equally, if not better, resilient team. And so sometimes will and resiliency, doing all that and farting and stuff when I'm talking. So that can make up for a lot of things. It's the resiliency and determination of the players. Because look at this. Remember, we were down by 10 points twice in this game, and we ate up them 10 points every single time. So that just goes to show about the resiliency of the team. All right, here we go.
It's all fake news. It's phony stuff. It didn't happen.
He said better coaching, bro. Philly got better coaching.
Better culture or coaching?
Coaching. Philly got better coaching.
Better coaching? Yeah. I'm gonna give him better coaching. I'll give him better coaching. That's fine.
Okay.
We won. We won.
We won, but it was no flea flickers over there.
No.
And I watched them close out a lot of games. They close out way better than we do. It's way more common sense with Philly coaching. So, and I hate to debate you on that. I feel like such a hypocrite. But I'm just, but
Yeah,
to
I
your
mean,
point,
look.
But to your point, we are good. Dan Quinn real good. Mike McCarthy real good. Our sub coach, I like Philman. It's a lot of people that I like on our coaching side.
Yeah, we gotta. So how we beat real good coaching teams, to speak on that just for a quick second, is we beat them by winning one-on-one matchups with our talented players. That's how we beat them, right? That's how we beat them this week. It wasn't like, hey, we just straight out coached them. No, but we beat them in key situations with our just as talented or slightly more talented players in key positions. That's how we won, and I think that's how we'll win going down the stretch, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, so all right, real quick, let me see. One thing I also want to talk about as a note, I want to get your opinion on this. One thing about us, even from those ugly games, is we're closing out better. It's not perfect,
Better,
but it's better.
right?
So when I look at the games
It's better.
with the Texans, with the Colts, right? With this game, like we didn't lay down at all when we was down by 9 or 10. We didn't lay down at all. Hold on, we got a super chat. He said, "Last one, boss. Dallas has better content creators than Philly. Y'all keep shining." Facts.
Salute,
Facts.
salute.
That's not even close. But yeah,
that's not close.
I appreciate the $5, Pastor Taff. But what's your thoughts on that, man? It's just because I'm looking at all the things that's way better.
Yeah, I think the Cowboys are learning how to be a championship caliber team, and I think that a part of the maturation process is putting together last second drives, and it's nobody better in the league. A lot of people say whatever you want about Dak Prescott, but look, I put something out on Twitter, I think last night, since week 9 when he came back, or week 7 when he came back, nobody has thrown for more touchdowns than Dak Prescott except for Patrick Mahomes. Dak Prescott has thrown for 21 touchdowns. Pat Mahomes has thrown for like 23 or 24. Since Dak Prescott has taken over, and we know that since he's been back, we have the #1 offense. And I say all that to make a greater point that Dak, and you did a great job on this, so I'm going to give you full salute, and you should give yourself a flame for this. You've been on this for years, and I don't mean this year, I mean years. Boss Cowboy has been telling everybody that Dak Prescott has pretty much led or been top 2 or 3 in fourth quarter winning drives.
Yep.
And so a big part of this is Dak Prescott and his ability to command the offense in tight situations. But yeah, overall, I think everybody else is learning that, boss. And so we coming up with points or a touchdown when we need to late in games.
Yeah. It's Dak just, Dak at this point is also definitely benefiting from the pain of this season. Like the way that he tunes out noise, that's years and years of training. Like he did not blink down by 9. He didn't blink at that interception. He was just next. Ooh, wait, let me give Dak some flames for that. Hold on, let me get my buttons down. Which flame? Matter of fact, let me give you this.
The O.C.
It's no emotions, no friends, no loyalty.
Straight business.
Straight business.
Put hashtag straight business in the chat.
Oh man. Oh, whoa. So yeah, we got us another super chat by Anthony Terry. He say, our clock management at the end of games is basically
That's a wet one too. Yeah, so Anthony, you're right, man. I think we need to be better, and that's been something we have been talking about. That is, oh man, that sounds like diarrhea. So yeah, we need to get better at that. We need to manage the clock better, and hopefully we can get some reps on this the next couple games so that we can be sharp in the playoffs. But yeah, we need to manage the clock and be able to grind teams out, and basically even with the Jags and even with this game, put ourselves in a situation where we're not giving the ball back. And if we do give the ball back, we're giving the ball back when you need 2 scores, not 1, right? We did enough to where you got to score twice instead of once. And so, yeah, we got to tighten up on that for sure.
Right. Facts. So my next point in terms of the best is yet to come. This year now, the cavalry is coming. The cavalry is coming. So when you look at the cavalry, right, and you look at the fact that we beat Philly, yeah, real quick, DeShannon, let me take this super. It's not a super chat, but I like this comment. DeShannon said, "Boss, you nailed it when your content pointed out how smart Dak is, and that he's reading all the option routes up to 4 wild outs."
Yeah.
So I want to say something. I could be wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong. I'm okay with if I'm wrong on something. I wanna say something. Dak completed 100% of his balls going against zone coverage. Could they be getting better?
That's true.
Can you expound on that? Could I be wrong on abandoning option routes?
We got to go and study the all 22s before we say you're wrong, Boss Cowboy.
Yeah.
So, but this game, if they ran option routes, which I wasn't paying attention to if they were not, because I haven't looked at that part of the game.
Yeah.
If they were running option routes, they had to get better for him to be able to complete all of them.
Right.
Which means he's finding you. It's either they got better or Dak is just that doggone good where he's just finding an open guy. And it might be a combination of both.
Yeah.
So we just got to look at the film, chop it up, and see. But, yeah, man, Dak did a fantastic job. And whichever receiver he threw to was the one that was open. We do know that. So that receiver, at least on that play, did a great job, too.
Yeah. So shout out to them, man. And that's something that people don't talk about enough. That's why I want to highlight that point, is how smart Dak is. See, that's not highlighted enough, in my opinion, OC. That's not even close to highlighted enough.
Yeah.
But going back to the cavalry is coming. So when you look at the fact that Jonathan Hankins was acquired, because we got him. When, OC, I'm testing you. When did we get Jonathan? It's a test.
Man, we got him right before the Bears game. And he played in the Bears game.
We got him right after Philly won. So he was obviously an answer for Philly.
Yeah.
And we just beat Philly without the guy that we acquired for them. So a lot of people keep saying, OC, they keep saying, but wait till you see them in the playoffs. Yeah, I can't wait, because we also got the cavalry coming. Let's get into some film real quick, OC, because I got some film. Now, with this, I can get real deep too, because I got the real all 22, unfiltered. I got the cut up and I got the unfiltered. Let me know how deep you want to go on this. But
we can go as deep as you want, big dog.
All right. But real quick, we go break down preliminary Jonathan versus Philly. And this was the first game that I broke down. Like really broke down after we acquired him, because I knew we got him because of Philly. So here we go.
The O.C.
The film breakdown.
All right. So let's look at my guy, man. Fantastic defensive tackle. A true two-gapper, meaning that he can cover A and B gap by himself by controlling 2 blockers on most plays. So this is him, just tremendous push on pass pro. You know, that's fine. He's not a real big pass rusher besides to try to help collapse the pocket. And he's a guy that's going to go straight forward, and he's a guy that you're not going to be able to push him back. So notice him on Pro Bowl, on actually, this is the right guard, who's actually, I don't think he made the Pro Bowl, but he's a solid, strong right guard, and he's getting pushed on this guy. And so now look at him opposite. Now look at him versus Landon Dickerson, which I believe was a Pro Bowl selection with Jason Kelko, the center. So they're going to try to ace block him here, which is a combination block between the center and the left guard on this particular play. All right, so they're going to try, and he holds his own down the line and gets in on the freaking tackle. And this is a stretch zone
and he
play,
got a
and they're not able to get. Yeah.
Good.
So Landon Dickerson was should have been a first-round draft pick who tore his ACL out of Alabama. Jason Kelko is a perennial All-Pro center, and this is a stretch to the outside. And he holds up Landon Dickerson. So number 69, he couldn't even get to the second level because he's riding him and he's holding him the whole freaking time. All right, and it's coming up after this play. All right, so this is the play where he gets to push, and and he's just a hard guy to stop. Now this is the particular play where you're gonna see him 2 gap, right? He's holding up the left guard, Dickerson, number 69. And then he gets him to look how he's holding him up. They're trying to scoop block him. All right, so Kelko is trying to scoop block him, which he never really effectively does. You see that arm? He's holding him up so he can't get up on the second level. So that linebacker comes up and makes a tackle, and he gets up on it. He's controlling 2 blockers, and that's what he does so very well. Controlling 2 blockers. So Jason, he's in position, the center, but he never really gets to scoop block. He's holding both of them up, and that linebacker, number 42, comes in and makes the tackle because Hankins is holding up Dickerson from getting off on the middle linebacker, which in this play is behind him, number 42.
Right. I mean, the
linebacker's
just free. The linebacker's free.
Free.
Whether he bounced or banged it. Either way.
Free.
He can truly react to the running back because he clean. Yeah. He kept him clean.
He's clean. Boom. There he is. Right there. Boom. Then he gets in on the tackle. That's all Hankins, Jonathan Hankins, doing a fantastic job being dominant at the point of attack, like in this slide. Strong at the point of attack means that I shall not be moved. Look right here. Look at this. I'm getting penetration, and man, I'm blowing this gap. And in that play, he really one-gapped, okay? It wasn't a true 2-gap. It's that, hey, Jonathan, blow the A-gap. Blow the A-gap. Notice he's not holding the blockers here. Notice he's a penetrator. Boom. You see how he blew the gap?
Yep.
He's blowing a gap. That's called blowing a gap. That's a 1-gap technique. You're responsible for this gap, and you are penetrating on this gap. You're shooting this gap.
All right.
All right, so, again.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, I keep going.
Go ahead, boss.
No, I'll keep going.
So look at him here. And this is a great read and react, man. So, this is a down block. They're supposed to get push on him, which they're unsuccessful at getting any push on him on that particular play. He discards the block, and he makes the play. You'll see it again here. Look at him over the center. Look at the hands and power. He stands up the blocks, and he sheds the block, and he gets in on the tackle. That's just great play. And you got to really love football to really understand the power of what he did right there. And this is the pursuit. This is them being a dick athlete, which is just tremendous. Here he is up the field, working hands, working down the line of scrimmage, in on the tackle. Great job. Great job. So that's what you get with Hankins. And look at him here. This will give you a better look here, looking from this wide angle. Look what he does to the center. Guard, nope. They tried to scoop him. Nope. I'm here. I'm athletic enough to get in on this tackle. They tried to scoop him. They had a reach going to the right, and he's in on it. This is him lining up as a 2-eye. 2-eye is inside shoulder of the left guard. Look at what he does here. Look, he jackknife him. You see how he jacks him back? And then he gets off and runs jackknife. That means that, man, you completely stop the momentum of the offensive lineman coming to block you. He's completely overpowering this guy. He's completely controlling this guy, and that's the type of player he is.
The O.C.
There's no emotions, no friends, no loyalty.
Straight business.
Straight
business.
Put hashtag straight business in the
Put
chat.
hashtag in the chat, straight business, man. The OC gave y'all that sauce. And that's why we saying Merry Christmas. So when we say the cavalry is
Merry
coming,
Christmas.
we mean it. We mean it.
Yes, sir.
It's so much positive to take out of that game. Because not only him, but we also have
Yep. LVE.
and I want to talk about
LVE.
because LVE late in the season started to turn around. He started to turn around.
He picked it up, man.
Yeah, he picked it up. Like, see, this is one thing about Boss Cowboy Sports. We're gonna definitely go take our shots.
Finish him.
But if you playing better, we will also give you that too. And Leighton Vander Esch was starting to play better, but I have a little bit of a concern, OC, before I let's talk about it. My concern with LVE, bro, is I think he was finally getting over the fear of his neck. I think everything was mental. I think it took around to the end of the season for him to really start testing himself and playing fast and wild. Because he was downhill versus the Texans like I haven't seen him all season, right?
Yeah.
So
since he was a rookie almost, man.
Right, right. So it was the first time we were seeing him downhill. My fear with him, especially coming off that shoulder, is he go back into timidity. What's your thoughts on that?
It's real tough on this one because the game is so mental, Boss Cowboy, that if you're in the NFL, you got the physical tools, to be successful, but you got to have confidence in your body. And the positive side of that is they're a rehab person and some of the best rehab people in the game, Boss Cowboy. I mean, look at what they did with Michael Gallup, pending the circumstances. Look at what they did with Tyron Smith to get him ready. I didn't think he would see the light of day. So I'm just going to assume and think that, man, they're going to do a great job with LVE so that he can have confidence and he can truly, play with that physical nature. Because for us to be successful in the playoffs, man, he's gonna have to. He's gonna have to.
Yeah. So, I hope he comes back where he left off. And to be honest, he should, because guess what? Dallas is ready to pay you, dog.
Yeah, dog. They rented you, bro. They rented you. You almost played yourself into a 4-year deal. You just need to show up for a couple good games, LVE. I'm telling you, you didn't almost played yourself into a 4-year extension, LVE. You just about there, LVE. Just come back in here and ball out during these playoffs, dog. If you do that, you getting a new contract, man. You getting that 25-40 mil. That 25 million guaranteed. That's what you need, LVE. And so we need you, big dog, so you can buy more suits like that and look real good with a thick neck and broad shoulders, bro. That's what we need you to do.
Hey, but another thing too, just real quick, that goes back into what we was talking about the youth explosion, right? Because now other people get a chance too, and that helps us now and into the future. So, like, everything that came out of the Philly game is exponentially positive to me.
Oh, Mr. Nasty time. It's Mr. Nasty time.
Yeah, everything that's coming out. Like, so I know it's been a while since we've been back to the Super Bowl. I get it. I understand that a lot of people don't have faith in us right now. But when I'm looking at like how all the pieces are coming together, we looking good headed into the playoffs. It has been since 2007 and 2006 since we was back to back in the playoffs. So we can say to a degree we're different. It ain't time to run now. It ain't time to get scared and start talking about it's been 27 years.
Right.
Nah, it ain't time to get scared. Nah. Because if we talking about it's been 27 years, we could also say it's been 16 years since we had back-to-back playoffs. Didn't we do it? Didn't we just do it?
Right. Facts.
So it's another thing I want to talk about, since what we doing is we really explaining how good we are right now and how the best is truly yet to come. Not even now, but we gonna be enjoying this whole process for the next 5 years minimum.
Bruh. Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
So real quick, just to flip the subject real quick. And I really want to get your opinion on this. I really want to get your opinion on this. Parsons' leadership is the way. We win now and into the future. What do you mean, boss? What are you talking about? I'm going to be honest. The most impressive part of the game, OC, the most impressive part of the game, the entire game, to me, I don't know about to you. Some people say 3rd and 30. Some people talk about when McGovern stripped that ball out. No, Biotish, to create the 3rd and 30. I'm not mad if you chose those, but to me, the play of the game was when he told his head coach, "Give us a timeout."
Dracarys.
Yeah.
That is the way to lead.
Dracarys.
Ooh! Man, do you know how much nuts you gotta have to do that? Do you know how much he was in the game to know, to say, "Coach, I'm not only tired, they're tired. Give us a timeout so we can win."
Another one.
Ooh, what's your thoughts on that, OC?
Yeah, man. I looked at that and I thought, man, he's winded, and they just rushing him nonstop. And I thought, okay, is it a conditioning, or is it just, hey, man, I'm going this hard? So, I thought it was a good move because Dante Fowler ended up getting the key pressure, to make Minshew throw that ball before he wanted to,
right?
Which came front side, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, we didn't get the sack. Micah Parsons didn't get the sack, but we got the key pressure to affect the throw off that timeout.
Right. That's what I
think, man.
Yeah, and that's why I say Parsons' leadership is the way. Because I also saw somebody check into a run play on the goal line. So those of us have been like, why Kellen Moore passes so much? What's your thoughts on that, OC?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that, at the end of the day, man, Dak is of age, right? He is a 7-year pro, and you get the call, you respect the coach, but when you in game, it's something called a feel, right? It's an intellectual decision, and then it's an instinctual decision. And I think Dak has earned the right to trust his instincts about what we need to do in the game. And I think that him checking into the run play was a right call strategically, but I think it was an instinct call. It was an instinct like, okay, we need to run the ball right here. It was instincts. It is called having a feel for the game. And Dak has a great feel for the game. And so, yeah, man, I think that was appropriate. And I think that in certain situations, Dak is going to have to do more of that for us to actually get some big wins. I'm going to be honest with you.
Right. And that's why I'm saying that Parsons showed the way. He did it in front of the world. And he wasn't showing out. He was just thinking. And I loved it because it was like, boy, he showed so much intelligence with that. He showed the benefit of having your kids play chess. That was a chess move. You know what I mean? That was a general move. And see, how does Dak not see that? You know what I mean? how does that not rub off on you, Dak? Right? Because all of us been saying, Dak, when Kellen decide to do on a good drive one of them flea flickers, check out of it.
Yeah.
Parsons showed how to do that, OC.
Man. Yeah, man. I just think at the end of the day, Dak got to realize. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Dak got to realize, man, you got nothing to lose. And I think that once it gets into your heart that, man, you got nothing to lose, that, man, you going into your third year, you know, and you know, $40-some-odd million contract, and that if we win, we probably won't give you enough credit, man. But if we lose, you go get all the blame.
Yeah.
So you might as well take your future and your destiny into your own hands and do what you believe is going to be the most successful and best thing for us to do. And friendships and, you know, coaches aside, man, these guys that have the ability to brag and say, man, we have the number one offense since we had that, they're going to get their benefit. They're going to get their kudos. They're going to get their money. They're going to get their raise. They're going to get their job. And that you got to take authority of your own career in the sense of when you're in these games. And all the great quarterbacks have done it. Brady have done it. Aaron Rodgers cussed out his coach on the sideline when playing the Cowboys so that they could win, telling him he better run the ball. And that's the clean version.
Yeah.
Peyton Manning has done it, right? All the greats and all the Super Bowl championship quarterbacks, at some point, they've taken control at some point. And so that's the only next step for Dak Prescott, man. You know, that's the only next step for him. So I think he can do it. I think he will do it. But that's where it is right now.
The O.C.
There's no emotions, no friends, no loyalty.
Straight business.
Straight business.
Put hashtag straight business in the chat.
Straight business. All right, so yeah, man, OC, man, we was gonna do this show yesterday, but my whole computer crashed. So I had to rebuild the entire show from scratch. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Trust me, it's something that I wouldn't wish on nobody. When you watching your computer and it's just baby blue and it keep restarting and you like, but you know your boy Boss figured it out. Now, OC, you know, on the holiday show, that also mean that we got more shows to come. The OC done already dropped 2 videos. We gonna be releasing those tomorrow. We also gonna be talking about again the star player of the game. We also gonna be getting into Competition Tuesdays because there's some things that I'm seeing when we start talking about solutions again that I really want to see the Dallas Cowboys do a better job on. I think they need to go back to moving Micah Parsons around. We gonna talk about that. We gonna talk about the competition. We gonna talk about when we gonna start really getting heavy into preparing for the playoffs. So let me give my final words real quick and then OC will finish it off. But as my final words, I say this. Happy holidays, everybody. You know, hopefully everybody's doing well. It was miracle weather in Dallas for everybody that came out to experience that game. I'm so happy to see that y'all was in very good weather. It was cold, but it was no ice. And hopefully y'all had a great holiday. We got a super chat. He said, Boss, do you think the D miss Sam Williams? Exactly. Like,
What did he say, Boss?
He said, do you think the D miss Sam Williams? Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And I shook my head,
Yes.
Tony, because that goes into what I'm saying. The best is yet to come. Now, Philly, they was dangerous. They was dangerous. Like, Philly was playing us real good, and I would say for the most part, they was controlling that game. For the most part, except our offense,
Yep.
but they was controlling us. Except our offense, we was controlling them on offense.
Yep.
But when you think about the absence of Sam Williams, When you think about LVE coming back, when you think about Jonathan Hankins, when you think about the fact that we have all these players in their first contract that beat a team that loaded up just for us, and we still are not at our best. Man, it's a lot to be thankful for. The best is yet to come. And I really mean that. Like, we getting ready to have, this is going to be some of the best times, win or lose, for being a Dallas Cowboy fan. I know it's been a while since we sniffed the Super Bowl, but I'm confident with the leadership that's happened with Will McClay, with Jerry, and with Steven, especially on personnel. As long as we keep Will McClay, man, we finna have a good time for a long time. That's my final word.
Yeah, man. I mean, the Dallas Cowboys are in prime position. This is why we do this, man, to make a Super Bowl run. They truly are. We just got to finish strong, and I'm going to talk about that more this week. You'll get a video about why these next 2 games are the most important for the Cowboys, and I'm going to explain why. Hey, the Cowboys are in position to win the NFC East. This thing is not over yet. Don't think that it is. It'll be coming out about that tomorrow, and you'll get more content from me on what we need to do to fix the pass rush, what we need to do to better defend the run. So you'll get that as well, man. Don't forget, though, hey, man, follow Boss Cowboy Sports. Hit the like button before you get out of here. Hit the subscribe button if you hadn't already. Remember, sharing is caring. All right. Thank you guys for putting money to the Cash App. $ Boss Cowboy Sports for you guys that contribute and support us in that way. We really appreciate it. Thank you guys for super chatting and supporting us that way. It helps us so much. But follow Boss Cowboy Sports on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You can follow me, the OC100 on Twitter. And until next time, guys, we'll see.
We'll see y'all. Stay up.
Another one. Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
Another one. Another one.
Boss Cowboy Sports.